So glad you could join us from the far Stanford Stadium in Palo Alto. It is week 8 of the EA Sports College football season, and the games are getting more intense. It's the NC State Wolfpack and the Stanford Cardinal. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe working the sidelines. We'll check in with her shortly. NC State will kick off, and that'll get things underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Ready to fire from the pistol. Sends it back in motion. Gonna run it. It's Ford. Breaks into the open. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. On the option, the keeper. He'll pitch it.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long, so they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. The run inside. It's Ford. Nowhere to go. Same song, 2nd verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes one. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a 1st down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. And all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
He gets a block. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Scott.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll go right back to the run. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
To the air, it's Bailey. Pressure coming. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. With the catch, it's Jackson. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Nice execution by the offense on third down, understanding what they had to do to get the first down, pass complete, move the sticks, new set of downs.
The Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. On the run, it's Scott. Shakes off the defender. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
One of the coolest things I love about football is the strategy. Like, first drive, what are they going to line up in? What are they going to try to take advantage of? How are they going to attack us? And so far, this offense has had some success. This defense now getting in their territory. They need to figure out some answers to some of these questions.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Grab behind the line, it's Snow. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. To the air, it's Bailey. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. On the option. Rides the option, he keeps it. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Blackburn. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Stanford quickly to the line. Calls his own number. And he's going to come up just a tad short. Needed to get the ball to the 35, and they'll mark it at the 34.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run him. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
NC State heads out, gearing up to go on the attack. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Pocket breaking down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Hand off from the shotgun. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions, and he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Stanford's offense heads out, hoping to move the ball on this drive. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Oh, what a play! It's intercepted. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Back to throw, it's Bailey. Fires to the right. That's reeled in, it's Dozier. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down.
Let's not complicate this. My man is better than your man. Find your matchups and go get them.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. After the holding penalty, the offense will try to hang on with a 1st and 20. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Back to pass. Looking down the middle. A strike downfield. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
We've reached the break. It's NC State on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Looking to pass. It's Bailey. Fires into the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Great awareness by that defender that time. Seeing the ball thrown, getting his big paw, knocking it down, and now you set up second down.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Forges ahead for 1 to the 8-yard line.
After getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They are searching for any type of answer they can find, down 6-0. And he'll be hit immediately, no gain on the play.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
And wings it incomplete.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This 3rd down a little longer after that penalty.
Here we go. Ready, go.
Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Soft spot in the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
And nice play by the QB, understanding when to get the ball out. This is something that I guarantee you, Palmer, you and your receivers did all the time at Florida. Just the timing, knowing when the ball's coming out and when the ball's going to be thrown so I can go make a play.
It's so important to rep it like that because you never know in games when those opportunities are going to happen. But I think that time the quarterback pre-snap, him and the receiver, they made a little eye contact. They knew this was going to be an opportunity, and they went out and they executed what they practice every single day, what you just said, David, and it works to perfection.
Stanford wants to push the pace.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Running inside. It's Ford. Oh, he's got some space. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11.
Nice job by this defense, pinning their ears back, getting to the quarterback, creating the sack. But look at this offense. They aren't deterred. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy and let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
He does not get there. Stopped at the 25-yard line, and let's see what they do now on 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. Between the uprights, it's good. The lead is down to a field goal.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. They've had a couple of drives bogged down, had to settle for field goals, and now they'll try to get it into the end zone this time. The keeper on the option, but nowhere to go. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
That's caught. It's Hoffman. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. Pulls and fires complete. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Finds his big tight end. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
The give to the running back from the shotgun.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
Dropping back, it's Bailey. Makes the catch. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. The Wolfpack picked up that last first down with a completion. Let's see what they do here. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Dozier. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. NC State will line up with a 1st and goal. They'll run the option. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They've had to settle for a couple of field goals on 3 previous red zone trips. They'd love to get it in on 2nd and goal. Trying to run it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10.
NC State 13, Stanford 3.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll run the option. Now the toss. He'll step out of bounds at the 23-yard line after a productive play for this offense.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great second down opportunity.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll leave it with the lone back. And he's only able to pick up about a yard before he stopped on the play. And that'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. So now it's 2nd and long. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Find space on the right. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line.
Could that be the play that finally wakes them up? Just not a lot of good going on offensively here in this first half. They've only got 3 points to show for their efforts. They haven't been throwing it a lot, but they took a shot there. They got a chunk play. Now they're in a position. They need to score a touchdown here before the half is over.
Let it go.
Using his feet. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running.
95-96 bridge. 95-96 bridge.
Oops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Still 3rd down, but a little less manageable after that penalty.
Here we go. Go, go.
He's looking downfield to throw. Got his man on the right. They pick up the 1st down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Trying to run, it's 4. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Play number 10 on this series. Now the Wolfpack will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Buys a little extra time. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Cardinal!
Well, that was a huge touchdown for the offense there, just to try to get some mojo going here at halftime. It had been tough sledding here in the first half. Only a field goal before they finally got into the end zone. So obviously still a lot of work to do. You're still trailing on the scoreboard. That's going to do a lot for their confidence, I think, before heading into the second half.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So a drive there of 84 yards, and they finished it off with a 17-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? From the gun to give, looking for room. There he goes. They make the stop, and he's got enough for the first down, and now this offense might have a chance to do something. Back to pass, it's Bailey. Throws to the wideout. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Listen, end of the first half, that's exactly what you want to do. You don't care about the incompletion. You're chucking that thing up, trying to make a big play, trying to get the Hail Mary.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Sets up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. We start with UCF taking on the number 3 team, the BYU Cougars. And it's the Knights, able to escape with a 3-point victory. Talk about an upset. And it moves their mark to 6-1 as they continue to play awfully well here in the season's first half.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field.
Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
They'll keep it on the ground. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Fires to the big fella. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
Defenses throughout the week study every 3rd down situation. You've got to be ready for what they do, how they do it, and then be able to adjust. Great job by the offense so far having success.
The run inside. It's Scott. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys in a coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
NC State has to come up with a big play here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. Let's see what he can do with it. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. The Cardinal offense takes the field ready to attack. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Gets loose in the middle. Smashes through the tackle. He's finally run out of bounds, but not before a huge gain.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There have been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
Unleashes one. Touchdown, Stanford! They take the lead with the 6.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback, finding the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. NC State heads out, gearing up to go on the attack. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. Turning it on! Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10.
And I don't want to marginalize you guys' athletic ability, but I feel like Palmer and Davis both could have ran through that hole. I mean, that was unbelievable job by the offensive line, paving the way. He's getting to the second level before he's even getting contacted. That better change for this defense, or they're going to be in for a long game.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The Wolfpack with a lot of options on 2nd and short. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Motion from the wideout. Looking for a man. It's Bailey. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Makes the catch. It's Dozier. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
It has not been a banner performance so far by this offense. Here in the second half, they need more plays like that. That's a good sign, but you got to be able to put those plays back to back now. Really nice job early in the drive, coming up with a big one in your own end. But now you've got to be able to string some of those along now and score some more points.
Give to the back. Across the 25. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on that. Operating in the red zone here on second down.
Ready.
Looking to fire. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Wolfpack! Fitted in the window for the score.
Nice job by the quarterback finding the big fella in the end zone. He's going to find a hole. He's going to find an opening. That guy's, you got to trust him, and I'm going to throw it up and let him make a play like he did right there.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So a drive there of 85 yards, and they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. And he's going to bring this one out. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Rushes on him. Fires on the move. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got room on the return. Touchdown, North Carolina State! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure.
Number 94, set to kick off.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Stanford's offense heads out, hoping to move the ball on this drive. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
They boot it away. Takes it on the return. He's got great speed. Can they catch him? Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Now on the option. The option, he'll keep it. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in second and short, second and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
Running into the open space. There's a crease. Touchdown, NC State! And they take it in for 6 more points. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
David, I mean, you can take your hands away from your eyes. At this point, this thing is just defense optional. This is atrocious. Nobody wants to tackle in this game. Nobody wants to take an angle. It's another long touchdown. Great job by the running back, but when are these defenses going to show up?
Yeah, it's frustrating. It's hard to watch, man. Just, we've got to get lined up, make sure you're in the right gap. If you can't jump out of your gap, you can't guess. And these defenses, they're giving up big plays, and those are the ones that will kill you because it's points right away. And a lot of points in this football game, and these coordinators, they're not real happy right now.
Goes to the option. Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
They'll send the back in motion. And they're able to make the tackle.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Really good 3rd down defense, man. Understanding the sticks and getting them in 3rd and long, first of all, is where they won first. And then playing the pass, breaking on the football, forcing a 4th down and in their own territory for the offense. Great job by this team.
They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 41. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
In defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision on the quarterback to be able to see it. You can tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground. He goes nowhere.
And after that last one, perhaps the emphasis should be on forward pass on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Complete. At midfield, he's got room. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
And we're just about ready to go with the final quarter. So 1st down will open up the final period. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Scott. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
This 3rd down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? They'll run play action. Oh, they're after him. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack. How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll start this drive with a pass. Looking to the big tight end. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the 4th quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll give it to the back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down.
Touchdown, Cardinal! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
We're in the second half of this game. You're trailing, David. No surprise there. You got to throw the ball to the guys that are making plays for you. He had already had a touchdown catch. That's number 2 now. If they're going to get back in this game, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Hey, man, I mean, keep finding him. He keeps making plays, keeps catching the football. And listen, when you find that matchup outside that works, that you can depend on, I don't blame quarterbacks for going back to them time and time again.
Coming out with it, it's Brown. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line, pick up a 4.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They give it to him again. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Back to pass, it's Bailey. Throws to the tight end, working that left side. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. New set of downs after the completion. Running inside. It's Scott. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Trying to impose their will with the run. Turns it on in midfield. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course. This team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Timeout is called by the Cardinal. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Now Stanford is going to call a timeout. That's their second. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Got it, looking for a first. Now the Cardinal decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Cardinal offense takes the field, ready to attack. Let's see if this rally can continue. A touchdown followed by the stop, and now they've got the ball back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Trying to set up the screen. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Stanford quickly to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Lets it fly. That's caught. It's 4. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. He'll set up to throw. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, yeah, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
Here's a heat. Touchdown, Stanford! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, they got their hands team out there for a reason, and that's why in these situations you put receivers, tight ends, and dudes that can hold on to the football, knowing that, hey, all we got to do is recover this onside kick, and David, we win the game.
And man, this is such a low percentage play, right? Like, it's so hard to kick an onside and actually have it bounce correctly and go right. You're right, they put the right players on the field. They didn't get the good bounce, and this one's over.